Welcome back to It's Life Loudly.
Where life is messy, imperfect, and worth sharing.
We're Dalton and Kristen Steichen, and we are excited to share stories and our experiences.
Ones that might inspire, motivate, and hopefully make you laugh.
We are not experts on this thing called life.
We're just here chatting about it.
It's life
loudly. Well, hello, everybody.
Welcome.
I got to say hi first.
I know. I'm okay with that.
Great.
Oh, I kind of like that. Can you lift the... We are back for another week of hanging out, chatting, living the dream.
Finally, back-to-back weeks.
Finally,
It's been a while.
back-to-back weeks. We are not skipping a beat this time. We are ready to roll in 2026. Yeah. Joys and hards there. Steichen.
Joy. I bought some bread heifers this week. That makes me joyful and nervous at the same time, but I like heifers. That's my joy.
I don't know how it makes me feel, but it's good.
I think I know how it makes you feel. But hard. Hard would be for me remembering to be like, okay, I need to take my vitamins daily, or like I'm going bald, so I'm starting that Nutrafol stuff.
Yeah, if anybody actually uses that and knows that it works, I would love to hear about it.
Remembering to take that every day, because now I forgot to take those 4 pills today, and you're supposed to take it with a meal. I mean, I guess I probably ate 45 minutes ago. I could probably still take them.
So your heart is just like remembering.
Yeah.
Things?
Yes. Like if that pill bottle...
Can that be my heart too?
If that pill bottle isn't isn't sitting out in the open, there's no way I'll ever remember it. Right now it is sitting out in the open, but since I have to take it with meals, it should be in the kitchen. And I know how that'll make you feel.
All of my vitamins are in the kitchen, but they're in the drawer.
Yeah, but if they're in the drawer, I'm not going to remember them.
Yeah, but
I have to visually see it, be like, oh yeah.
After you do it for a while, don't you think you just start remembering? I have my vitamins.
I just took them 3 days in a row, and now today I forgot. What's he doing? That's what he thinks of that. Our cat just turned... Yeah.
Our cat he's sitting on Dalton's lap, just stood up, walked over to the computer, put his paws on the computer, and walked back and shut off the podcast.
Yes, he did.
And just walked right back where he was. He wasn't even going to leave or anything.
He's like, this is about me. Stop talking to your guys' selves and pay attention to me.
That's what he was saying. Anyway, before we got interrupted, your heart is routines.
Not all routines. Just vitamins in general.
How many routines would you say that you have?
I go to bed every day. I eat. I don't know.
The routines that most people have, I don't know if we talked about this, probably, but you don't even brush your teeth daily, and that is a routine that
you didn't have to say that in public.
Well, I kind of feel like we've talked about it before.
Okay.
I feel like we've already said that on here.
But that's not because that would have to be a routine.
But I'm just saying that's one of the most basic human life routines that there is known to man.
Well, it shouldn't be, because I've never had a cavity.
I'm well aware. I'm fairly certain we've talked about that. I don't think I just shared that for the first time.
That's okay.
But certain routines like that...
I mean, you're the one that kisses me. They're going to question you, not me.
Yeah. 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 Okay. Well, that was an interesting... Whoa.
I couldn't really think of anything else.
Yeah, that's all right. What's my joy for the week? My joy for the week is... No, I'm going to say my hard for the week. My hard for the week is that I feel like I haven't fully like come back off of like holiday chaos. Like I feel like I'm still kind of there. Um like I still feel like I haven't had a full house reset.
Well, you're not here a lot.
I know. And so there's just like these little things that are like still hanging on in the to-do list that I usually do over Christmas break or like simple. Like I just haven't had a day to like
You
hash
need a
them.
snow day. You need an
Yeah.
at-home snow day where you
Yeah.
are forced to be trapped in the
I
house.
would really
The
I
problem
still
is if there's a chance of bad weather, you just stay in Harvey because just in case it's bad here but not there and there's school.
yeah. But I kind of want like 2 consecutive days where I'm literally the only one here.
It's nice. It is nice.
That would be should I just give you my list?
No.
So that's kind of my heart is that I just feel like I still am a little kerbobbled.
That's a word.
Little it's actually is a word.
Hmm.
Cindy Lou says
Like
it on the Grinch. She
just like
says everybody getting all kerbobbled.
just like judge,
Zhuzh is also a word. Look it up. It starts with a Z, not a
but
J.
ain't isn't.
Well, it just sounds crummy. It sounds cool when I say
Crummy?
zhuzh. It
The
makes you
other
sound like
word
you
you
know how
just
flies.
said sounds like a bunch of crumbs. I don't even know what that word is.
A zhuzh
No, the other
sounds
one.
kerbobbled.
Yeah.
My joy. What's my joy? I don't know.
Oh, I know what you should talk about.
I have to look at
Or
my
did we
calendar.
talk about it? I know what your low is. Did we talk about
We
it?
talked about the fact that my Kindle is still gone. Yeah, we did.
Okay.
Is that what you were going to say?
Yeah.
I'm just like looking at my. I'm looking here at my calendar for the last week, and I don't. It's not like anything was bad. I just don't have any one thing sticking out that's like, wow, that was my joy this week. I don't know. Our son had a sleepover at grandparents, so I got to be in the apartment
Without him.
without him. Not that that's like needs to be a joy, but it was kind of fun for him to go to grandma's and have a sleepover on a school night.
Yeah.
He thought that was awesome.
Did he sleep good?
Yes, he slept good. Another hard. I don't really have a joy. Another hard is I sent you a text of this week's schedule. It's kind of a hot mess. Did you see that?
You told me not to read it.
Well, yeah, because you'll have to read it after we're done with this podcast. Because before I didn't want you to get all kerbobbled.
Yeah.
I didn't want you to get all stressed out about it because it seems like every single day, at least one of our kids or ourselves have to be in a really random place where we're usually not. Like, just like random things have been thrown in the schedule this week on like 4 different days where it's like either I'm going somewhere or a kid's going somewhere that's like not in the norm. So we have to just figure out who's driving you, how are you getting there, who's picking you up, where are you going, what do you need? You know, that's pretty normal life though. So, yeah. So today we're going to talk about Christmas. We're going to officially do a Christmas recap and a vacation recap. Everybody has been so curious about our vacation. And I feel like this will be a good place to like hash out more details on all of that. So, can I just say one thing that's probably going to be very much against the majority of our crowd?
What?
I'm just not a huge fan of Christmas.
I know you're not. You never have been.
It's just like, and I just feel like
you like the idea of Christmas.
I like the idea of Christmas, and I like everything that Christmas stands for. I like the real reason for Christmas. I like watching other people do really fun Christmassy things, but like Christmas does not feel magical to me. Christmas feels very strategic to me. Like you have to strategically do certain things in order to make the magic happen for other people. Like as the parent, it's I don't feel Christmas magic.
Oh, okay.
And I feel like a Scrooge saying that.
Yeah. Kind of.
Do you feel Christmas magic?
I. What is Christmas magic?
Like warm, fuzzy feelings around Christmas time where everything is just cozy and warm and like everything is just like you live in a snow globe. It's just all like it's a breath of fresh air. To me, a lot of people look at Christmas and
The
are like,
last 2 years, no.
why just the last two?
Because 2 years ago we had it in Bismarck. That just felt off.
Oh,
And then this
yeah.
year we did something new at the lake too, which I'm not saying it wasn't good. It was just
out of the norm.
just out of the norm. Different.
Yeah. Maybe
Almost
that has
burnt the
something
place
to do
down.
with it. Like our traditions have been kind of
Yes.
jutted.
Like,
is that a word?
Like when you just said warm, fuzzy, feel good, whatever you said, my brain went to mom and dad's living room, all of us in our pajamas. It's dark out, the fireplace is on, dim the lights, and we're doing some gifts or like the stockings and munching. The counter and the island is full of snacks and munchies, and it's late. And we also don't have far to drive to go home.
So you like resignate that place, even though like you never technically live there, you still resignate that place as like that's home for Christmas.
Well, yeah, I mean we had Christmas there from like 2012 to last year. Last year was the first year we didn't.
Yeah. And even
and I'm not saying like it wasn't good this year, but it's just it was different.
Yeah. But even like on my side of the family, I feel like I don't know if there ever was.
I don't know. I thought your side of the family was about as normal as always.
Fun. I just think, and maybe it's our fault for planning our vacation when we did, but I just feel like so much think time went into this Christmas. So much thinking, prepping, planning, way more than normal. Because normally the part about Christmas that stresses me out the most is gift giving. Do you know how many gifts I physically had to buy, wrap, and then take somewhere? How many gifts did we take anywhere?
None.
The only gift that we took
was your own.
Was my own that came late from your mom. So you had one of the girls wrap it and we brought it with us for me to open.
Yep.
Which is good. Like I feel like we had like other things going on other than gifts, but that's usually the stressful part of me. But so, and it was just, I mean, and I don't think I even really knew until like the week came. So like we got out of school on December 19th. That day we had to go to a basketball. Well, okay, so just starting off from that day, Dalton and Becken were in Bismarck doing four-wheeler stuff or whatever you guys were doing. You had parts you had to find.
I don't remember.
Jay went with my sister.
I don't know how you do this. I don't remember what happened on December 19th.
Oh, you'll know in a second. Jay went with my sister to go to Jamestown.
Oh, that day.
Yeah, that's what started our Christmas vacation.
All the way to Jamestown. Yeah. And you had to stay late for a basketball game.
Yeah.
And then
so I didn't realize when we had planned our annual baking day that baking day was kicking off our Christmas vacation.
So you weren't home at all.
No. And I think that just screwed, and which is it's all good. It's all great. I love it all. I was just like,
it's good to be home too.
I was just like, oh, baking day's in the middle of December. I didn't realize like that was the day that started off our Christmas break. So from the 19th, 20th, and 21st,
you were gone.
We were at baking day weekend, which was fun. We went to Jamestown with my sister's family and my mom.
I came that I came Friday night.
And we did swimming with the kids or whatever.
And then I went home
And
early
then
Saturday morning.
yeah, on Saturday morning, the rest of us went to Fargo to go to my aunt's house and meet up with the rest of our family for baking day. Dalton went home to go do the chore stuff. And then that same night, we went back to Jamestown, stayed another night, did some more swimming, that kind of thing, and then went home early the next day. So then, as soon as we got home, like we hadn't been home yet from school, and so like Christmas for kids at school, we all had stuff. We had just finished a like full week of dress up days, so we had all of that kind of extra stuff. So we just had a lot of stuff. We had a lot of stuff in our vehicle in that day. So we got home on a Sunday.
Got home Sunday afternoon.
The next
late
day,
morning.
we had to go to Bismarck because 2 of our kids had dentist appointments.
Oh yeah, you were mad.
Yeah, and like this is all stuff that I've had planned for 6
So it's
months.
really your fault.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I was like, oh yeah, let's do them over Christmas break. Why not? Well, and I was like, I don't want to go to Bismarck. I just got home from wherever. But, you just do what you got to do. So that was Monday. On Tuesday, that was the day before Christmas Eve. That was the only day that we were home. And it ended up being pretty much a packing day because we were leaving on Wednesday. So we packed and did that. And we did have time, I will say. The girls and I watched like 3 Christmas movies. And I got a puzzle out and I puzzled because that's what I really like to do. I think we had some fires.
Yeah.
So we did have one day that was very like Christmassy feeling, but like the whole December, like we did not do our Advent wreath. The kids did Advent calendars, but they were never on like
the right day
because we were doing them 4 at a time because we either had an Advent calendar at the apartment or an Advent calendar here, and
should have had a traveling one.
Yeah, that's what they're like. We'll just bring him back and forth, and I was like, no.
I think I broke the cat.
I'm gonna put the mic up to him and see if we can hear it. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but this cat is purring like you would not believe. He is like here for it. Okay, so then that was Tuesday. So then we did something different this year. Well, this actually started last year, but you didn't come last year. It was so nice to have you there last year. We decided like for like our Christmas with my family, my sister's family, like we were going to try to do a cousin sleepover at some point over Christmas break.
I was there.
I know. Last year you weren't though.
Oh.
Do a cousin sleepover just cuz we don't just when you live close to your family, you don't really ever get to do the whole sleepover. We don't really exchange
gifts with them either.
No, and that's like we don't exchange gifts, so that's like our
like let's kids stay up late and play.
Yeah, let's do sleepover. And so when we were looking at the calendar, I was like
Christmas Eve.
Yeah, I was like, well, Christmas Eve is pretty much the only option, and we were kind of going back and forth on how we wanted to figure out how to do the sleepover plus Christmas, and I was like, well, let's just do it all at once. So it was nice that like my parents then got to stay like later. Everybody stayed later then because we were just staying there. But the problem was we were going to leave straight from there to go to the lake. So we had to have everything
packed and brought it all in your sister's house.
So on Christmas Eve, we go there and we have some lunch, and then kids play, that whole thing, and then all of us leave to go to our own
church service.
Christmas Eve church service, which Dalton led a very fabulous Christmas Eve service.
It was all right.
It was good. What do you mean it was all right? It was great.
Okay, it was great. Thank you. Okay, it was great. Thank you.
It was good. And then after we did that, we came back to my sister's house and did
had supper.
Yeah, was that soup?
Yes.
Yeah, we had ham and stuff for lunch, and then we did like more of like a Snoop. That's a new word too. Soup snack supper. Everybody kind of changed into cozy jammies, and then we did like gifts and
games, I think.
Oh yeah, we played some cards, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, and then it was just nice to, and my sister had to work the next day, which meant that we were getting up at 4:45
Not me.
to do a workout. So I set my alarm clock for that. So we did that. And then my brother-in-law made us a fabulous breakfast the next day. Kids kind of woke up when they wanted. It was, yeah,
And
they
then
liked
we
it.
left for the lake.
Yeah, and then we left for the lake and we ended up getting to the lake at about
11:30,
lunchtime.
11:45.
How do you think it went
How do I think what
at the
went?
lake?
I think it went great.
I think it went. I was kind of a Debbie Downer about it. Not going to be honest, or going to be honest with you. I just because I like traditional things, and I was a little
The first
nervous.
night for the littles to sleep was not great,
Yeah, that wasn't good.
but I think it got better.
I think maybe next time, maybe they'll be a little more okay with it.
Well, they were more okay with it. Well, not Hollis. Beckon slept good the second and third night.
Yeah, so they set up a room for the older kids like in the garage, so they all had like cots type of things, and then Dalton and I ended up sleeping in like on about a pull-out couch in the living room, and so we put Beckon in the master closet, which he was
It's
all
huge.
yeah, it's not like being shoved in a closet. It's like a little room, and he was all gung ho about it because they had like their own little like they had their like own little audio book going. They had
He was
like
gonna
blankets
sleep with
and
his cousin
pillows.
Hollis
They were gonna sleep cousins together, and
the first
that
night. Didn't
just
work.
didn't work. It just didn't work, and they were up, and then once his cousin's a lot not a lot younger than him, but like at least a year and a
Yeah.
half young, 2 years, 2.5 years younger. Yeah, he's not 3.
No, he's not.
Yeah, so I mean, there's quite a bit. So then,
Yes, he
once
is. He's 3.
I think you're wrong. I don't think he's 3 yet. I
He
think he's
just
going.
turned 3.
So once he got like scared and was like, "Nope, I'm not doing it," then ours was like, "Nope. Well, if you're not doing it, I'm not doing it." And by that time, it was
Oh, it
well
was
because
late.
we had done gifts and we'd done food and we'd done ever so it was already
I'm sure it was
probably
11.
like yeah past 10 o'clock, and you know like once you've lost with a kid, like you're past the point of like you know what I mean, like
So long story short, he slept on the couch with us. But you
Then I vetoed the couch and went to the floor because I'm like,
yeah, but you made a fancy little bed there.
I did, I used the couch like cushions, pulled them off, and it actually was I think a little more comfortable than the couch itself. So the next night we learned from our mistake and we were like, hey,
Well, the next night you put those cushions in the closet
yeah, the next night I put
and
those
made
cushions
actually Beck in a bed, and I
yeah,
think that's what he liked.
yeah, I made him an actual bed, and plus we put him to bed at like 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
Not
Well, they were tired.
Yeah, they were exhausted. So then, because we, because that second or that first full day that we were there, we decided to take the older kids to the like ski snowboarding, and you went fishing right away, and Beckham was like, I'm going fishing. So he didn't even get in on the
Yep, we just went fishing.
whole snowboarding thing, which is fine.
He
it was fun.
just fine with that.
And
He wanted to fish.
And the kids just, we got them their rentals and they just went. And that's what we did pretty much all morning and most of the afternoon. Came back for supper, played a lot of games, played a lot of cards. Do you want to talk about your accidental mishap at all?
No, that's okay.
No?
No.
They're all going to be so curious now. Oh, gosh.
I started an oil fire with a fryer outside,
Yeah.
right by the house, frying shrimp.
We had a
like big fire. It was not good, but we got it under control by forcing it to tip over.
Let's just
drain
say
out
some shrimp
oil went
did
everywhere.
not make it.
Well, only like 10 of them.
Oh gosh, I shouldn't laugh because that's not funny. But
It was not
I
very
just
cool.
kind of wish that there was a video of you guys in this giant flame and trying to figure it out. I mean, I'm glad nobody was hurt. Everything's fine. It's just something has to go into chaos over Christmas. You know what I mean? And then the next day, also went fishing.
Fished till like
I shouldn't say
noon.
I did. I did not go
I
fishing.
fished till like noon, and then we left.
Yeah, and then it was time to say goodbye to our kids, and we headed back to the ranch to completely unpack,
do
do
laundry.
laundry. We were like, and then try to bring as much Christmassy stuff back as we could with us, because to try to clean up a little bit of Christmas so that there wasn't so much to
for the
worry
grandparents to
about.
haul.
Yeah, or even have to worry about when we got home. So like we were packed for a winter vacation, like ski, fishing, whatever, and so we had to completely switch gears and pack for a tropical vacation. So that is how we spent Saturday.
Yep.
And then Sunday, woke up, you did chores, all of that kind of stuff, finished up some packing, finished up some laundry, and we headed to Bismarck early in the afternoon. Um, our plane was supposed to leave 5 a.m. Monday morning. So what we were going to do is we had a couple few you wanted to shop for a few more things. I went and got a pedicure, which was fabulous. We wanted to have go out for a nice supper, which we did, and then we wanted to go to bed early because we were supposed to be at the airport at 3:30 in the morning, which means I set an alarm for 2, and
So what time did we get the notification?
well, we got it when I woke up because I don't know what time the notification came. So I set the alarm for 2 because people think I'm insane, but like if I'm gonna go sit on a plane all day long, like I have to get up and do like I can't just roll out of bed and be a functioning citizen of the world. Like I need a little time. Like I was gonna go. I don't know if I would have done an entire workout, but I was gonna go to the gym and at least do something for a half hour. Then
I wasn't.
and then shower, and then like I just have to like I have to wake up, I have to shower, I have to like even when we're camping, I like when we were looking at our camper or whatever, I was like I need a shower. Like I am past the point. Like I lived an entire summer of not taking showers when I was in college working at a camp. Like I'm past that. Like when I want to take a shower, I get to take a shower. And so like I was going to wake up, do that, whatever. We were going to maybe go through. Did you find a McDonald's that was going to be 24-hour? We were going to
I don't think so. I didn't really look.
we were going to anyway, it doesn't matter because it didn't happen anyway. We woke up at 2
To a
and
notification
to a
saying
notification
the
saying
plane was
that
delayed.
the plane from Bismarck to Minneapolis was canceled. Not even delayed. Well,
Not canceled. Delayed to like 12:30.
yeah, which I don't even know how that's possible. How do you delay something from 5 a.m. to 12:30? Which means, and then they weren't delaying the second flight or changing anything about the second flight, and our second flight left Minneapolis at 9 a.m. So obviously, if we're not leaving Bismarck until 12, we're not making it to the
So
Dominican
at
on Monday.
2:30 in the morning, she calls the travel agent.
Who answered?
Yeah.
Fabulous. If anybody needs a recommendation for a travel agent, you message me and I will give you all the things, because answered me at 2 in the morning and I was like, she's like, it's not looking like you're going to find anything super fast. So she's like, go back to bed. I'll figure this out. And then in the morning, we woke up and it was kind of looking like,
There was a chance there we were like, we're not going to get to go.
yeah, yep. There was a chance that, like, yeah, it was going to be like, I don't know if it's going to work even to go the next day with how all the flights were. And yeah. And she's like, well, if you can only go for a certain amount of time, because she was trying to, at that point, trying to extend our stay. Like, we just lost an entire day of our vacation. Can we add an entire day of our vacation? If we're going that far, we wanted 3 full days. And so she was working on that, and we just got a random text. She's like, go to the airport. They got you on the, we got you back on the original flight. So we decided, because I messaged
No, they
her.
got us back on. There was a flight from Minneapolis to the Dominican at 7 a.m. in Minneapolis that she finally got us on.
Yeah, so I had
before
said,
she wasn't able to get us on it.
yeah, and I had said, I was like, even if there's a way we can get to Minneapolis today, because that was the problem. Minneapolis had had a blizzard, so like driving there wasn't an option. And I was like, even if we can get there today, that way it lessens our. Because I was like, that flight leaves at 9. Like, there's not a whole lot of room for error when the flight leaves at 9, and that is the only flight that goes to the Dominican. It's not like flying to Denver, where there's a flight probably every hour. Um, and so she got us to. She's like, "Yep, go to the airport." And so we went to the airport and we got on the original flight of what we were scheduled for at like noon, and we ended up getting to Minneapolis. Then in the afternoon, stayed at the Intercontinental, which is a very nice hotel. It is expensive.
Airport hotel.
But yeah, we stayed at the airport hotel, so we were right there. And we found out if you're not checking a bag, you actually can go through TSA security from that hotel into the airport.
And walk into the airport.
Which would have been nice, but we had to check a bag. So we
had to wake up at 5.
Fun.
We had to wake up at 5 a.m.
Yeah, but we had fun we went to the gym.
We ate at a restaurant at the
good
hotel.
restaurant that had games. We played Battleship while we were eating our food.
I won.
Dalton won.
You salty?
So, yeah, a little bit. So then, yeah, we went to bed early again, got up. And then, yeah, she did get us on an earlier flight instead of having to wait till 9. Yeah, we got to go to the earlier flight to the Dominican at 7. And then that was a 4.5, 5-hour airplane ride, which is probably your longest.
Yep.
Airplane ride.
Yep.
2-hour time difference, so that changed things. And what did you think of the experience of when we got there?
A little overwhelming.
It is traveling internationally when you're not really you're not used to like the whole customs thing. You're not used to
hearing different language.
I don't want to say people were rude to us, but they were very there was a lot of people there that were wanting us to use their services. I don't know what you want to call it. So we already had our travel booked, and I think that was probably the most annoying part for me is everything else for the trip and getting there, all the rest of the logistics were now messed up because we were now coming a day later than we were originally supposed to come.
Yeah.
So when we got off of the airport and finally found the person that's supposed to give us a ride,
the shuttle,
couldn't figure out who we were. And I was like, we were supposed to be here yesterday, and I think our name was listed with our friends. We were supposed to be on the same airplane as our friends that we went there with. We went with 2 friends, and we were supposed to leave Minneapolis together because they're from the Minneapolis area. So we were all supposed to be together. So I think the rest of that part of the trip kind of just got a little wonky because we were all listed as a group of 4, and now we're only listed as a group of 2. So then we did end up finding our shuttle, and then just being in different, not used to that kind of driving. And it was a short shuttle ride, which I was glad of.
Yeah.
It was only 10 to 15 minutes. But it's just different culture. It's just different, not what small town North Dakotans see.
Nope.
And then once we got to our resort, we were very well taken care of.
Oh yeah.
There was people there to do everything and
Carry
anything
your bags,
for us.
Bring you drinks right away if you wanted them.
Also, they couldn't find us because we were supposed to be there yesterday.
They did on the other sheet.
Yeah. It didn't take
yesterday's sheet.
Yeah, it didn't take too long to figure it out, but we got a concierge right away who gave us pretty much a grand tour of the entire resort, explaining the restaurants, what's the dress code at certain restaurants,
Boundaries.
where you can be, where you can't be, because there was a certain part of the resort that was for the extra preferred people. showed us everything in our room, how everything worked, how to call for room service, how to do whatever. And then he actually, and for any, this is probably normal stuff for people that travel to resorts often, but we had never been. Dalton had never been out of the country. So this was all new to us. But he got Dalton's like phone, or it was through Facebook or something, but like every day, I really like that every day our concierge sent us like,
He wanted to text me, but or use WhatsApp. Couldn't do that. Then he asked if I had an iPhone for like special iPhone messaging. I'm like, no, I have a Samsung. He's like, well, I guess. Do you got Facebook? I'm like, yep. Messaged on Facebook.
so like our concierge was the same guy throughout the entire trip, and they send you a PDF every morning that has
All the specials and activities.
yeah, and all the restaurant times, what kind of like shows, music, crafts, anything that's like extra or different. Like a couple days there was like one day there was a special like lunch on the beach. They had a barbecue
Mm-hmm.
on the beach. So it's like, oh, well, we don't have to go to one of the restaurants. We can go. So it was just kind of nice to see that they sent you that. So I wasn't constantly like trying to like look it up on the app, because they also had an app, which was kind of nice that we could order our room service and whatever through this app. And then one day our concierge like put a hat, because we were technically there for our 10-year anniversary, even though our anniversary is in July. They put, special. They gave us special notes and
Put a ribbon on her door.
yeah, and like the whole rose petals thing and like all of that. I was very, very, very impressed on how clean they kept the rooms. Like every time, I don't know. I don't know
Twice a
how.
day they'd come clean.
Yep.
Morning and night.
Yep. So like every time we would leave, by the time that we would come back to our room, it had been cleaned. Bed had been made, brand new towels every single day. We never had to like ask for anything. Things were put away. And then at night also like turn down service is probably what they call it. But like I didn't have any other than not figuring out how to work their TV.
Yeah.
that was probably also our own fault for having like we were casting our own phones onto the TV, and there was just a couple days or a day that it just wasn't happening for us. So we had a swim out room, which I don't know if necessarily if I would need that again.
If
But
it was connected to the main pool, is what would be nice. Like if there was like a pet, you know what I
yes,
mean? But because it's its own pool,
yes, which
and it's
but
not
I
large.
would going to resort in the future. I will always want the bottom floor.
Yeah.
That is one thing. And maybe all of the bottom floors are swim outs, and that's just the only option. But like we didn't use.
We did the last day.
I feel weird saying this because it was like 80 degrees every day. It wasn't really warm enough for me.
No, it
Like the
was for me.
pool wasn't warm enough. Like every
Well, the
day that
pool
we
was
were
really
there,
cold.
except the last day, it was cloudy, overcast,
Raining.
and rain. Like
The
it didn't
last
really.
day was
It didn't really ruin. What day was it? Was it New Year's Eve, where it poured
New Year's
and
Eve. It
poured?
rained the whole
It
day.
seemed the first like 3 times that we went out for supper, it seemed like we were walking in the rain. Like we had to bring umbrellas. We had to rain.
New Year's Eve. It rained the whole day.
What did we do that day then?
Well, it didn't start raining until like 11 or 12 or 1, something like that. Because we did sit around the pool that morning,
Yeah.
late morning.
And then what did we do?
Well, that was the day
Is that the day we went to the spa?
no, that was the day we canceled the spa. We went to the spa the next day.
I don't remember what we did.
That was the day that we went back to the room early and kind of just chilled and took naps.
because we knew that we were going to be out late for New Year's.
Yes.
But then, yeah, one day we did
We ate
go
late that night.
We went to the spa. That was like an extra thing that you could have done. We
That was
didn't
so
do
nice.
any of the other extra like excursions, like go away, like go on a boat, go on, wherever. If we would have been there another day, I would have said like, yeah, we would have needed something else to do. But since it was our first time at a resort, I just feel like there was enough to like keep us wondering. But yeah, I'm glad we went to the spa. We both got massages and then we did hydrotherapy.
Yep.
Which is like they have this whole water journey for you to go on. Like they have 5 different types of showers: sauna room, steam room, cold plunge,
Hot tub, cold
hot tub,
plunge,
and like you're supposed
underwater
to do
massage things.
a bunch of different water massages and jets and all these things. So we got to do that for an hour before our massages.
Put my feet in a tank of fish.
Put your feet in. Yeah. I was like, no,
It was nice.
I'll pass on that.
It was actually nice.
So yeah, we did that. Talk about the food.
Very good food.
I will
Fancy food, good food, lots of options.
Yes. So they had oh, and we haven't even said the name of the resort. People are probably like, "Hey, where'd you go?" So I can like look it up and maybe go there myself. We went to Secrets Cap Cana Resort and Spa is what it's called in Punta Cana, Dominican Republic. And they had like one like main restaurant for breakfast and for lunch that was like buffet style, but buffet doesn't even describe it
What
well.
we did for breakfast?
Yeah, that breakfast.
I mean, it's buffet, but I mean, there's everything
times
that
1,000.
everything you could ever imagine eating for breakfast is there. You name it, it's there.
Plus, like 3 different kinds of varieties of whatever it is that you're looking for.
I had eggs Benedict every day.
And I had an omelet every day.
It was so good.
But like, yeah, like, and especially things from even like different parts of the world, like other people who weren't from the United States, like people who were from like other countries or cultures, probably had their options there as well.
Oh, I'm sure.
Because there was a lot of things where I was like, I would never try that, or like, I don't know what that is. My favorite part was the fresh pressed juice every single morning. Fabulous. And then the make your own omelet station.
Yeah, the eggs Benedict was very good.
And then they did the same thing for lunch.
But we didn't eat there for lunch.
Yes, we did. One day we did. Because remember they had pizza and you tried the pizza?
Oh, yes.
And
I had fish.
Yeah, they had like a million.
I mean, I had a lot of everything.
They had like 1,012 options. And so if you didn't really have plans to go anywhere, you could always go to that spot. And then they also had like closer to the pools, like a grill, like a.
That we didn't do.
Oh, we didn't do that. No,
No.
we didn't do the no,
Poolside
we didn't do the
grill.
poolside grill, but we did the seaside grill.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Like 3 times. That was our favorite, obviously, because I think we went there 4 times.
3 times.
Was it?
I think so.
We went there for lunch.
Twice or lunch. We went there supper, lunch, supper.
And it was literally like, here's an entire list of meats that you can have grilled. Steak, pork.
Both times for supper, I had lobster.
Yeah.
And the second time I had lobster and steak.
I had steak, and it was great.
The Italian place we ate at?
Yeah.
I had a lamb shank. Right? No, rack of lamb.
I don't think I ate anything that I didn't like.
I didn't either. I liked it all.
And I will say, I was incredibly impressed with, number one, I felt like I had, like, trying to eat as much gluten-free as I possibly could. I don't feel like I missed out on anything. Other than I maybe really would have wished I would have had some pasta.
Oh.
Like, I would just suck it up and eat a whole giant bowl of pasta because it looked so good. So I don't think that I missed out on anything. And I tried different things, like different types of salads that I would have never tried before. And
I had the rack of lamb. I had salmon. I ate fish a lot. A few other times, too. Was it the mahi-mahi I had?
Yeah, I had that.
That was good.
Nobody tried like octopus or squid or
no
anything way out there.
I didn't try anything Nate tried raw stuff.
Yeah, he had, what was that? His appetizer. So like you go there and you don't right away when you first order, you don't really know what you're doing, but you order a starter, then you order a meal, and then you order a dessert. So like some of the starters, I was like, I don't even know
Or
what these
raw
things
meat.
are. But yeah, he had, I
I
don't
don't
even know
remember
what
what
it
it was
was.
called. Something Thai or Mai Tai or Thai. I don't know. No, it wasn't any of that.
And then I was completely,
Tartar.
oh yeah, I don't know what that is, but yeah, that's definitely, they had
I
two.
think that's what it was.
Yeah, we are not
Something like
exotic foodies. So
But he said it was good.
I was completely impressed at every single bar. They have, number one, they have a menu. And number two, they have an entire list of just strictly non alcoholic drinks
Yep.
and fun names that go along with them. I was a little like at a place like that, you're just like everybody's drinking alcohol. So the fact that, I don't know, they had whatever pineapple mint, whatever. It was called a Papawan. If that's a real drink out there, I'm going to learn how to make it because that was fantastic. But yeah, and I was nervous that like, so since we don't ever, well, I shouldn't say we, me. I don't ever go out of the norm of like what I eat. I don't try new things, especially in the fact that like you're not supposed to drink the water and like all these other things. I for sure thought that I was going to get sick.
Why?
Like I just went, just because I was just like, I'm going to eat something that might, like, that's out of my norm, or I'm not going to drink enough water, or I'm going to drink the wrong water, or I don't know. I just wasn't going to be surprised if I got sick.
I
But
don't know.
I didn't. I didn't even, not even a little bit. Our best meal experience was at Himitsu.
Himitsu, yeah.
So on the last day,
It wasn't.
it was our last supper, wasn't it?
No. Our last supper, we went to the seaside.
Oh, never mind. Okay. Well, we had plans. I don't even know what our plans were going to be. They had like the fancier
Friday night,
restaurants.
we went to Himitsu.
The fancier restaurants were Italian, Mexican, ocean.
No, Friday night we were seaside. Thursday night we ate
like
Himitsu.
Asian. And our friends like weren't feeling all that good, so that we decided we weren't.
They would just wanted to do room service.
Yeah, so they were gonna go to the. We didn't go to the ocean place. I'm not trying seafood. That was one thing I was like, I'm not.
I mean,
doing
I
that.
would
I
have.
don't eat seafood in my normal. Yeah, you would have, but I didn't want to go to a strictly seafood restaurant and be like, that's all there's gonna be to eat. Like you could get seafood at every other restaurant.
I bet it wasn't as good.
Maybe, but so we went to Himitsu, which is like,
It was really good. You can reserve like
what do you call it, hibachi?
Yeah, hibachi table where they cook it in front of you.
Yeah,
it looks pretty fun.
It did look pretty fun,
but we didn't do that. You have to pay extra for those.
Yeah, they're like, well, all we have room for is in the bar, and I was like, well, that's fine. We'll go sit at the bar. So we sat at the bar, and it was the most entertaining / like fun meal experience that we had there.
And it was good.
Oh, it was good. It was.
I had dumplings for my appetizer.
They asked, well, right away when they asked like what we want, they didn't have a drink menu out, and I said, no, I don't. I'll just have water. And he looked at me like, bartender looked at me like, what? Like, you're not just gonna drink water, like. And I said, I don't drink alcohol. And then he gave me another weird look, and he's like, well, then I'll make you something special. And so like he got really creative with like the fruit, and they made me a paper heart out of a straw wrapper, and they made me a little, I don't even know, it looked to me like a Mickey Mouse made out of oranges, but that's probably not what it was supposed to be. It was probably supposed to be a bear or a dog.
It was something.
Yeah, so they did very good in making sure that we were taken care of. But yeah, it was, and I had,
what did you eat?
I had pork fried rice It was either I was choosing between that or the beef
I had an
pad
awesome
thai.
salmon dish.
Oh, that was the day that you had salmon.
Yes, it was so good.
And then what did we have for dessert? Or did we have
Fried
different
ice cream.
desserts? Or did we both have fried ice cream?
Yeah, we shared it.
Yeah, I was like,
No, we both had it.
I'm gonna get over the gluten concept here, and I'm gonna eat some fried ice cream because it was so good. The best dessert I had though was at the Seaside Grill. The fancy banana split was fabulous. So that was really fun. Something that I would do differently is we need to be better at bringing tips. We had tips. We were bad at
remembering
we
to
were bad
grab
at
them.
remembering to carry them around with us. Like those people at that restaurant deserved a tip.
Oh, yeah.
And I felt bad that we didn't have one because like when you're at an all-inclusive place, you don't carry anything around with you, which is the whole point of being there. But I was like, that guy, those people there really deserved a tip because they went way out of their above and beyond. It was really good. The New Year's Eve party was good. It was fun to have a big New Year's Eve party. We didn't quite make it till midnight.
We were awake.
We went and listened to some music and partied a little bit, and then we were like, "Nah, we're good." But they put on a big fireworks show.
Yes, they did.
Which was fun. They celebrated the Europe New Year at like 6 p.m. or something like that, or like way earlier in the day. It was decorated very well. I love walking on the beach, and I love going in the ocean.
We did that.
And I got Dalton to go in the ocean. He's not a huge fan of the ocean.
Well, it's not that I'm not a big fan.
Did you go under the water?
No.
No. Did you only go like half in?
Well, no. I went full in. I just didn't get my head wet.
Oh, yeah. I like the ocean.
I don't like big water.
Dalton's scared of fish in the big water. The only other things though that they're like, I think you could have like, there was like non-motor water sports like kayaks.
You should have went and paddleboarded.
I should have paddleboarded. Yeah, should have done that. It was kind of windy a couple of days though. It wasn't ever really calm water. I like walking up and down the beach.
But even when it wasn't windy, it wasn't calm water. Kind of crazy.
And then the last day that we were there, so like we finally did get to extend our stay an additional day, and we
didn't have to switch rooms.
We didn't have to switch rooms, which we thought we were going to have to switch rooms for that last day, which would have been annoying, but that would have been fine. It was finally like sunny, hot,
85. And we laid by the pool and swam the whole day.
And I was like, if it would have been like this for the last 3 days, we would have went home looking like lobsters.
You want to explain what happened at the swim up bar that day?
Oh, yes. So
you're just way better at telling things.
Because
we were swimming, obviously.
Our friends had left by then because they were on their original flight plan.
They went home on Friday.
Yes. So, you want to talk about Steve?
Not really.
I'll just give a short recap, or else it'll make a little more sense. On New Year's.
Do you even remember his real name?
Yeah, I do.
Adrian.
On New Year's Eve. Yeah. We had gotten our new neighbors, and it was a group of 8 couples, and they were there to have a good time.
And they were.
Let's just say that. And it was just, and he started calling Dalton Doug. They were introducing each other, talking to each other, and he's like, "You don't look like a Dalton, you look like a Doug." So like for the rest of the time, anytime we saw him,
I was Doug.
It was Doug. And so
I am not a Doug.
So then we played a lot of basketball or volleyball like in the pool, and then they have a swim up bar. So we went over to the swim up bar, and their group
And other group.
had meshed with another group.
Yeah.
So there was two big groups over
There's
in this
probably
area.
15 people,
And
maybe more.
They had asked me to like take a group picture, which there's a lot of that, like
Yeah.
people are very good at being like, "Hey, you wanted me to take your picture for you?" I was like, I got to just ask more often. So I was doing that. So then we just were like doing some small talk with this other group that was in the pool. And then we saw, and I had seen this on like some of the advertisements and things as I was like looking at the resort, these giant basket trays
That float.
that are filled with, like, I saw a couple of them. Like I saw one that was filled with like tacos, and then I saw one that was filled with like drinks, and like we could see behind the bar that the bartenders are making these giant floating trays for somebody. And one of the
We thought, like in my head, I thought that group ordered it.
right. But then I was like, oh, are those yours? I had asked one of the ladies, and they're like, no. They're like, we want to know how you get one of those. And I said, well, I've been here for 3 days and I have yet to see one. So I said, and they're like, I think they're for the preferred pool. So we found out that like the preferred side of the resort, like, pay extra money, get a little better. I don't know what you get over there. We didn't go over there, so I don't know.
We're not preferred.
We weren't preferred. So they have their own like little separate beach. Everything's probably just a little nicer, a little more service, whatever. So they're like, I bet, and there's a special pool that's just for people that are staying on the preferred side. So they're like, I bet you those are going over to the preferred. Because we did notice that like people from the restaurants and whatever were carrying stuff over to the preferred side because the restaurants were all over on our side. And so I was like, oh yeah, that'd be cool or whatever. And then I don't even know how it happened, but then the bartender was like, "This is for all
of
of
a sudden they said,
you."
we did this all for you, and they handed over the bar and put it on the water and push it over to the group.
Yeah, and so, and I was like, "Oh,
Nachos,
that's like
fruit,
yeah, like some nachos,
chip,
fruit,
salsa,
chips,
queso,
guac."
fruit, and drinks.
So we all
and
got to eat snacks and have
took a
special
picture by it.
snacks and stuff in the pool, which was like, oh, so this is how you get those. You don't like order them; they just like magically come. And it was probably because there were so many people. Like there was two giant groups, and then they
Yep.
let us join in because we had taken their picture and we're chatting with them, and they're like, yeah, this is for you too. So we got to join in on that fun. So that was fun to see because I had seen so many pictures of those, and I was just like, how do you get one of those? How do you get to be a part of that?
And we got to be.
And we got to be, and we were social.
We were.
We chatted. We met some Canadian friends playing volleyball. We ended up playing a couple different sports with them.
We played basketball with people from Chicago.
Yes.
Me and Nate.
Yep. Met some other people that were from like Minnesota and more closer to us. That lady that I talked to at the pool the last day,
Wisconsin.
Her and I chatted a lot. She wanted to know all about North Dakota living, and she was a very, very, very experienced traveler. So she was telling me all about different types of resorts and like what you look for and the different things that they might have. So yeah, that was cool. And then the next day was time to go.
But it was chilled. I mean, we didn't really have to hurry and
we
leave.
didn't have to rush, and it was also another sunny day, so I was just trying to soak in every last minute that I could. And we didn't have to leave the resort until 11, which
so
I
we
was
had the big breakfast.
Yep.
And we actually sat by our swim out pool all morning.
Yeah. Yeah. And then I was glad that the time change was like
not coming home to being later.
Yeah,
we gained hours.
We gained 2 hours going back, which made it a little easier. So
still took forever.
Yeah, waiting for our shuttle was a little confusing, but we had a big shuttle that time. We were with a lot of other people. Like
It was full.
there was quite a few people from our resort that were on the same plane ride. As us back to Minneapolis. So
And that was the same day as the Venezuela stuff.
yeah, which we didn't know it at the time. I didn't know it at the time.
Well, I did, but I wasn't going to tell you.
And the airport just took a long time. Like we didn't have any time to. I wish we had a little bit more time to eat.
Yeah. So we didn't get to eat till we got to Minneapolis.
That was so yeah. So
For supper.
nothing. Yeah, nothing. Unfortunate. Like we never lost any bags. We never.
You
like,
lost something.
ugh. Yeah. So we get to Minneapolis. All was well. And so you come through a different part of the airport when you're coming through internationally, right? You have to go through a special security. You have to go through customs, and then you have to kind of go through security. Went through security, I don't know how many times, but it seemed like a lot. And the first time going through security, I'm taking out the electronics, and I was like, I wonder if I need to take out my Kindle. And I think you said, I bet you do, and I couldn't see it. And at that point of me not seeing it, I should have like jumped out of line, and I should have seriously looked, because I was just like, well, I can't find it. I'll look through it, because like you're in a huge line of people. You don't want to be holding up the line.
I thought you really thought you did have it.
Well, I did think I did have it.
Right.
I was like, oh, it's just at the bottom of this bag. I just can't find it. If it gets flagged, then it gets flagged. And it didn't get flagged, and we had gone through multiple different things at that point, and then we dumped pretty much my entire bag out, and I was like, nope, it's seriously not here. And I wish I would have jumped out of line that very first thing, because at that point I could still see the airplane. I could have asked
You could have ran
somebody.
back and got a flight attendant to go get it.
I know. I could have asked somebody, being like, I left an electronic in my seat. Can I go back and get it, or can you go back and get it? They might have said no.
I bet a flight attendant would have been able to get it.
And so, but by the time that we really found out that it was gone, it was like
Too
way
late.
gone. Like it would have taken. We would have had to go through 4 different groups of people to get back to the airplane at that
They
point.
probably wouldn't have let you.
Oh no,
No.
they wouldn't have let me go back there. But even to get somebody to go look, like the
I don't think
security
they
people
would
would
have.
have no, it was too far gone. So I filled out a report online right away, thinking like, it's literally in my chair. If I could just call somebody on that airplane, like I know exactly where it is. I know exact my seat. I know exact. There was 2 pockets. There was 2 pockets behind my seat, and I checked. My phone was in one, and I guess my Kindle was in the other. And I didn't look in the deep pocket. I only pulled the things out of the shallow pocket. So that's my bad. And I was very upset about it.
You were.
But then we got to eat at a really good place in the mini. Like, rarely ever am I ever in an airport where you get to like actually just like
sit down and chill and
sit
eat.
down and chill and not be in a rush. We had a 4-hour layover in Minneapolis, which like I was actually.
It didn't feel that long.
No. Like it was just enough time, because we got to sit down. We actually got to eat at a very good restaurant. Then we went to the gate. And then once we got to that gate, we played some cards, and then they told us,
Gate
oh, hey, gate change. So then we had to get up and walk around anyway. So it didn't seem like we were just sitting around doing nothing, and we got back to Bismarck
Midnight.
at about midnight,
A little after.
which we decided we are not staying in another hotel. We are going straight home. So we had a Walmart pickup order, because at that point I was like, we have no food in our house. We haven't been home for
2 weeks.
for 2 weeks. So there's nothing to eat at our house. So we picked up some food at Dalton's sister's.
That we had delivered there.
Yeah, I had some food delivered there. I'm like, gosh, what service you can have now in 2026? Like all these special things. We got home at about 2 a.m. Got to sleep in our own beds. Got to snuggle the cat, and then got to see our kids and all that the next morning. And then that was the end of Christmas vacation.
Basically.
Not basically, it was. We went to work the next day.
Yeah, I guess so, didn't you?
Yeah, we went to work on Monday.
And me and Becken went fishing.
Oh, that's my low. I didn't. Oh no, I didn't have a high. Our washing machine flooded. That's really annoying.
Well, it wasn't flooded. But
That carpet looks like that now. I don't know if that's
I
going to
should
be.
try to push that back down in the morning.
Yeah, because I don't know if that's actually going to be fixed. So we came home, got to use. But anyway, got to clean, got to organize the rest of the Christmas stuff, and then I was just in the mood to scrap everything. You know how sometimes you get home from vacation and it's like everything's got to go. This is all annoying me. So the Christmas trees had to go, vacuuming had to go. It all just had to go because I was just like, I'm over it. I'm over it. I need everything back to normal right now. So yeah, I suggest to anybody out there, if resorting isn't your thing, I really think,
I'd definitely do all inclusive again.
oh, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't like people are like, "Oh, would you go back there?"
I wouldn't go there. No,
I'm not a go back to the same
I
place
want to
I've
see
been.
somewhere different.
Yeah. I'm not a go back to the same place. Um that's just not that's not how I roll. So, like would I go back? Like sure.
Like we don't want to go back because it wasn't good. It was good. We just
Right.
if we're gonna go somewhere, it's gonna be somewhere good.
So that's our trip. So everybody go plan a trip, take a trip.
Or not.
It's
Or don't.
It's never going to be convenient. It's never going to be it's never going to be the perfect circumstances to do the thing, whatever the thing that is you want to do. I really wanted to take a tropical vacation, so I said we're doing this, and that's yeah, it's never yeah, just do the thing. Thanks for listening. If anybody has any more questions about the trip, throw them in the comment section or send us a message and we'll be happy to answer them and get you connected if you want to go somewhere. See you next week, I guess. That's all I have.
Yeah. Goodbye.
Bye.